I called my mom this summer. She was outside with a magnifying glass burning ants. That was her hobby. It was 120 degrees. We had a slip-and slide. This was our way of cooling off. Do you know what this thing is? It's just that long plastic thing made by Whammo, which would be a tip-off to begin with. You don't want to jump on anything that's named Whammo, all right? Because you put this long plastic thing down, you wet it down with a hose, you jump on it, and you sue your parents, right? Because they had it in the driveway, I'd end up out in the traffic, all right? Dad, I've been hit by a truck. I'm cooler, Dad. Yeah, but I got hit by a truck. So I'm a regular guy. I grew up in Arizona. I'm suddenly finding myself at the White House at the state dinner, which is way too formal for me. Before you go into the room where all the people are having dinner, they announce you over this PA system. They go, Mr. Garry Shandling. I said, honey, our order's ready. Where do we pick up our order? Oh, she thought our order was ready. And they don't tell you what's going to happen. You just got to be ready to roll with it. A Marine comes up to us and escorts my girlfriend into the room. You know, and they don't tell you that's going to happen. I'm no idiot. I mean, I tagged along because, you know, quite frankly, that's not the first time that's happened to a date of mine. Once it was like at a movie theater. You know, I'm going, hey. So, the next thing, I never knew this could even happen. They seat you at different tables, all right? They seat your date at one table and you at another table so that, I guess, you're forced to mingle with the people at your table and just don't sit there and talk to the person you came with all night, right? They don't know that I can go into my own little world and it doesn't matter, right? You think, she's sitting at a table with John Sununu, Chief of Staff, a couple senators, great table. I'm sitting next to a guy who owns 40 Pizza Huts, all right? Some big contributor to the Republican Party, but what do you say to a guy after you've discussed all the combinations, right? And you ready for this? At my table, across from me, is Marilyn Quayle, all right? I'm eating dinner with Marilyn Quayle, all right? As I'm sitting there, across from Marilyn Quayle turns to me and says to me, what do you do for a living? I said, I'm a comedian. Saying you're a comedian to the Quayles is like saying, I'm Muammar Gaddafi. I mean, this is not the way to ingratiate yourself to the Quayles by saying, I'm a comedian. I try to make fun of you and your hubby every chance I can. Man, she goes, you're a comedian? Did you go through the metal detector? I go, yes, I did. Settle down. So, we ended up hitting it off. We talked about our hair all night, and she had some great streaking tips. And here's the moment that epitomizes the whole evening, right? Here's the one surreal moment that turns the whole thing into like a nightmare, all right? After dinner, they have ballroom dancing, right? You know, not that dancing with the blinking lights, right? I mean, you know, this ballroom dancing, right? So I figure I'm there, I'm at the White House, I'll try and get through one of these dances without yelling out 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I'm on the dance floor, feeling as self-conscious as a man can feel, right? Out of the corner of my eye, I see the President and Mrs. Bush dancing towards us, right? So help me. As they dance by, the President points to me and just starts laughing. He goes, like his date is so fucking hot, right? So we finished the dance, we grabbed some silverware and got out of there because they don't make you go through the metal detector on the way out.